Dear friends, here I will discuss the Gauss transformation. We have the equation of motion of a charge E is given by rate of change of momentum is equal to force. Now here it is our dp bar by dt is equal to Lorentz force FL bar, which is equal to small e into capital E bar plus E by C into U bar cross H bar, where this E bar and H bar, they are the electric and magnetic field strength. Here we know this E bar and H bar, they will depends upon the four potential components A bar and phi, where A bar is our vector potential and phi is our scalar potential. Now therefore, if we change in our A bar and phi, this will change the E bar and H bar, and whenever E bar and H bar changes, the equation of motion of particle becomes now changes. Now here we have to define the transformations of A bar and phi under which this E bar and H bar, they are unchanged. Whenever E bar and H bar are unchanged, the equation of motion is also unchanged. Now here we define the transformation in A bar and phi is like this: A bar dash is equal to A bar plus gradient of F, and phi dash is equal to phi minus 1 by C into del F by del T, where F is an arbitrary function of the space coordinate. Now let us come in an inertial frame. Yes, suppose this E bar, it is given by gradient of phi minus 1 by C into del A bar by del T, and H bar is equal to curl of our A bar. Now in an inertial frame S dash, these corresponding quantities, they are like this: E bar dash is equal to gradient minus times gradient of phi dash minus 1 by C into del A bar by del T, and H bar dash is equal to curl of A bar dash. Now we can prove this E bar dash equal to E bar and H bar dash is equal to H bar. So if you consider the first term, E bar dash is equal to minus times this E bar dash is equal to minus times gradient of this phi. Phi means it is our, from this equation, phi minus 1 by C into del F by del T, and then minus 1 by C into del T of A bar dash. Here A bar dash means A bar plus gradient of our F. So if you operate this del on this bracket, it becomes minus a del phi, then minus minus plus 1 by C into del of, that is the gradient of del F by del T, minus 1 by C into del A bar by del T, minus 1 by C into del T of, it is the gradient of our F. If you observe in this case, second and fourth term, they are similar, but they are plus and minus sign. The reason is like this, and therefore they will cancel. The reason is del T of our gradient can be written as gradient into del T, and therefore these two terms are cancelled, and here we get minus times grad phi minus 1 by C into del A bar by del T. But this term is nothing but our E bar. So we have proved in this case E bar dash is equal to E bar. Now H bar dash is equal to curl of A bar dash. So it is curl of A bar dash means A bar plus gradient of F. So curl of A bar plus curl of gradient of F, but curl of gradient, it becomes 0, and therefore it is only curl of A bar, and curl of A bar is nothing but our H bar. So we have proved E bar dash equal to E bar and H bar dash is equal to H bar, and therefore E bar and H bar remains invariant, and hence the properties of the field, equation of motion and the Lorentz force do not change. So such a transformation 1, these are called the Gauss transformations, and the invariance under these equations, they are known as our Gauss invariance. Thanks for watching this video.